I'd like to take a look at problem 3-10 in your textbook. In this problem, we are asked, what is net income? And we are given information from the retained earnings statement. So I want to refresh your memory on what we learned in AC 232, that your retained earnings statement has your beginning retained earnings, and the items that affect retained earnings is net income increases retained earnings. Then, of course, if you have a loss, it would decrease retained earnings. But net income increases retained earnings, and dividends, any dividends that have been declared during the accounting period, will reduce retained earnings, and that will bring you to the ending balance of retained earnings. And so in this particular problem of 3-10, we have been given the ending balance in retained earnings, which is $144.7 million. As I said in the previous video, when I'm doing finance problems, I always write out the formula and then I determine what things I do know, and then I can algebraically figure out what the missing item is. But we have ending retained earnings of $144.7 million. We have beginning retained earnings. In the problem, it gave us that the prior year retained earnings balance was $95.5 million. And in the problem, it also said, what else did it give us? We're being asked, what is net income? That's what we don't know. It does tell us that $22.4 million in dividends was paid. And so we can then determine what this missing amount is by different ways of algebraically calculating it. I would put let's see if I can slide this screen up. No. I would start out with I would say ending retained earnings equals 95.5 minus 22.4 plus the net income. So that's how I would do that. Maybe I can put it up here. So I would say 144.7 million equals, I'm going to take 95.5 minus 22.4, the sum of that, and so equals 73.1 million plus my net income. And then I can calculate my net income. And in this particular problem, if you calculated it out, you should get 71.6 million. So that's how you'll do a problem when you're asked, when you're given information about retained earnings and they want to know, well, how much did you pay in dividends, or did you have a net profit or net loss, etc.